I lent my uncle $8,000 to help him get back on his feet. A month later, he was living it up in Dubai, flaunting my money. Later, poor fool, he texted me. I just grinned and bided my time. Now he's calling me 20 times a day, leaving voicemails where he's bawling his eyes out. I can't believe I'm putting this into words, but I need to get it off my chest. Maybe writing it will help me make sense of the chaos of the past month. I'm Aaron, 29 male, and my uncle Tate, 45 male, has always been the cool uncle from my childhood. You know the type, rolled into family events with wild tailies, always had the latest tech despite scraping by, and somehow sweet-talked his way out of trouble. He wasn't wealthy, but he had a knack for convincing everyone he was one lucky break from striking it rich. I grew up in a humble household. Mom taught school, Dad worked at a local plant, so I learned early to value money. I started working at 16, saved through college with part-time jobs, and now I've got a steady IT job. It's not glamorous, but I've built savings by keeping expenses low. I drive a 2015 Honda Civic, share a modest apartment with a roommate, and mostly eat home-cooked meals. Not rolling in luxury, but I'm content. 3 weeks ago, Tate called me out of nowhere, his voice trembling. I'd never heard him sound so shaken. He poured out a story about his struggling computer repair shop, how he was behind on rent for both his business and home, and how he just needed a short-term loan to stay afloat until some major deals came through next month. I know what you're thinking, warning signs everywhere. But here's the context. Tate had been there for me when I was younger. When I was wrestling with college applications, he spent hours guiding me. When I couldn't afford a laptop for school, he pieced one together from spare parts at his shop. He'd always had my back. He sent photos of eviction notices, showed me his empty business account over FaceTime, and even had his landlord, Luna, whom I'd met before, call to confirm his story. It all seemed legit. We drafted a simple contract using an online legal template where he agreed to repay $8,500 in 3 months. I wired the money through my bank, keeping records of everything. The first week he sent daily texts thanking me and updating me on his progress. Then the texts got briefer. By week 2, they stopped entirely. I wasn't too concerned at first, figuring he was busy saving his business. Then my cousin Ziamara sent me a WhatsApp message. "Is this real?" she asked, attaching a screenshot of Tate's Instagram story. There he was, posting from Dubai, not just casual snaps, but photos in a swanky hotel, partying at beach clubs, posing with high-end cars. The timestamp showed they were from yesterday. My heart sank, but I stayed calm. I started saving everything, his Instagram stories, our texts, the loan contract, bank transfers, all of it. I even recorded a screen capture of his social media posts with Dubai location tags. Then came the final blow, a direct message from him. "Thanks for the vacation cash, poor fool. Maybe if you didn't live like a broke nobody in that dumpy apartment, you'd know how to live a little. Don't expect that money back. It's payment for all the times I bilaid you out." But I'm not as gullible as he thinks. That contract we signed, notarized, the bank transfers fully documented, the call with his landlord, Luna, recorded with her consent in a single-party consent state. His social media posts gloating about scamming me, all saved. I haven't replied to his message, haven't blocked him, haven't made a move yet. I'm just sitting here, watching his Dubai stories and planning my next steps. He thinks I'm a pushover kid he can intimidate because I live simply. He has no clue what's coming. My Aunt Lucia, his sister, called me this morning. Apparently, Tate's been boasting to the family about how he tricked his gullible nephew. She called to warn me, unaware I'd already pieced it together. The family's split. Some think I should let the money go for peace's sake. Others are livid with him. But I'm done playing the good nephew. I've got a strategy, and it's already in motion. Tate's about to learn that living frugally doesn't mean I'm foolish or weak. It means I'm patient and meticulous. I'll share updates as things progress. For now, he's still posting from Dubai, oblivious that his poor fool nephew is quietly preparing for his return. Sometimes, the best revenge is letting someone's own actions catch up with them while you've got everything lined up. Update. 1 week later, it's been a week since my last entry, and things have escalated faster than I imagined. Thanks for the advice and support. It confirmed that staying composed and strategic was the right call. Tate got back from Dubai yesterday. I know because he went from posting poolside selfies to blowing up my phone with 27 missed calls in 3 hours. I didn't pick up, but I listened to his voicemails. The shift from his poor fool message was almost laughable. Let me backtrack to what happened while he was partying in Dubai. My Aunt Lucia, who tipped me off, connected me with Tate's ex-wife, Gloria. Turns out, my cool uncle has a history of pulling these schemes. He'd borrowed money from Gloria's parents before their divorce, claiming it was for urgent surgery. He spent it on a Vegas business trip instead. I sent screenshots of our contract and his Dubai posts to our family group chat, not to be vindictive, but to protect others from his next con. The reaction was instant. My grandmother, Luna, who always stood by Tate, called me crying. She admitted he'd asked her for $5,000 last month, using the same failing business story. Then something unexpected happened. One of Tate's business contacts, who follows him on Instagram, messaged me on LinkedIn. Those big deals Tate mentioned? Total lies. His repair shop has been shut for months. He'd been subletting the space while pretending to run the business. I gathered everything into a folder. The contract, bank records, Dubai screenshots, his gloating messages, and family statements about his past scams. Then I did something that really shook him. I emailed the folder to his landlord, Luna, not my grandmother, different Luna, and his remaining business contacts. Yesterday morning, while Tate was still posting from his final day in Dubai, I filed a claim in small claims court. The filing fee was worth it for what followed. He landed last night, checked his phone, and the calls began. When I didn't answer, he texted, "Hey Aaron, we need to talk about that cash. It was just a prank, man. I was always gonna pay you back. Pick up, you're making me look bad. You went too far with the landlord. She's asking questions now. Answer your phone." I sent one reply. "All communication through legal channels now." Then I muted him. This morning, the family group chat blew up. Tate was trying to spin it, claiming I misunderstood everything, that the Dubai trip was a business venture to pay everyone back. Nobody's falling for it anymore. My grandmother Luna, who always defended him, sent him a scathing voice message. "I raised you better than this," she said. "You stole from your nephew who lives frugally while you flaunted champagne photos. Shame on you." The best part, his landlord called me today. The eviction notice he showed me was fake. He'd forged it to trick me into lending the money. But now, with proof of his unauthorized subletting and Dubai splurging, she started a real eviction process. I got a text from Aunt Lucia. Tate's at her place now, begging her to convince me to back off. She's updating me on speakerphone, and I can hear him ranting about how I'm ruining his life by turning the family against him. The irony, him accusing me of destroying his life while he posted proof of his scam online, is just perfect. The small claims court date is next month. His business contacts are cutting ties, the family's done enabling him, and his landlord's fed up. He just tried calling again, twice. Then texted that he'll make it right if I stop this. "Too late, Uncle Tate. You called me a poor fool while living it up with my money. Now you'll see why living simply and being patient are strengths, not weaknesses. I'll update when there's more to share. For now, I'm watching it all unfold exactly as I planned." Update 2. 2 weeks later, the last 2 weeks have been wild. I said I was letting things play out naturally, but they're unfolding in ways I never saw coming. It started last Sunday when Tate showed up at my apartment unannounced. I was sipping coffee with my roommate when loud banging startled us. Through the peephole, I saw Tate, nothing like his polished Dubai Instagram posts. Unshaven, in the same clothes from his last desperate visit to Aunt Lucia's. I didn't open the door. I started recording on my phone as he yelled through it. "I know you're there, your car's outside. Open the damn door, we're family, you can't do this to family." My roommate called the non-emergency police line while I texted our building's maintenance guy. Tate flipped between threats and begging. "You think you're clever with your court case? I made you who you are. Please, Aaron, just talk, I can explain, open this damn door." When the maintenance guy arrived, Tate tried claiming he lived here. That didn't work. The police showed up and Tate left, but not before shouting that I was ruining his life over a misunderstanding. Here's where it gets wild. Luna, his landlord, called me that afternoon. Tate had been subletting his shop to 3 different people, collecting rent from all of them while they thought the others were just temporary coworkers. When they learned the truth, thanks to my evidence folder, they stopped paying him. Now he's got no income and a real eviction notice. The family drama hit a new level at my cousin Xiomara's birthday dinner. I wasn't there, but Lucia FaceTimed me during Tate's meltdown. He crashed the party already drunk, demanding everyone stop siding with me. When grandmother Luna told him to leave, he flipped the birthday cake. Yes, a 45-year-old man flipped his niece's birthday cake because his family wouldn't help him dodge accountability for stealing $8,000. Xiomara's video of him being dragged out yelling, It was just a trip, why's everyone making a big deal? Went semi-viral on local Facebook groups. His remaining business contacts saw it. Game over. Grandmother Luna then dropped a bombshell she'd kept hidden for years. In 2019, Tate borrowed $12,000 from her retirement savings, promising to double it through crypto investments. She never saw a dime back. She was too ashamed to tell anyone, and he used that to silence her. Not anymore. His ex-wife, Gloria, reached out again, revealing more scams. $3,000 from his nephew Lawson for car repairs. He bought a gaming PC, $6,000 from Lucia for a business deal, gambling debt, $4,000 from a cousin's wedding fund for temporary expenses. Never repaid. The family's done covering for him. Every time he asks someone for money or a place to stay, they send me screenshots. My evidence folder is massive. Yesterday, things escalated further. Tate launched a GoFundMe, claiming he was a victim of family betrayal and needed funds to fight an unfair court case. He used photos from when he built my old laptop to paint himself as the generous uncle, now betrayed. The family mass reported it. GoFundMe removed it within hours, but not before his Dubai photos got posted in the comments. Watching him try to justify those was something. This morning, I got a letter from his lawyer, a fake letter he wrote himself on mock law firm letterhead. A quick Google search confirmed it wasn't real. The typos alone gave it away. Still, I added it to my folder. The small claims court date is next week. Tate's telling everyone he has game-changing evidence to expose my lies. Odd, since I have our texts, bank records, notarized contract, and his own posts admitting the scam. He just texted again, last chance to drop this before I expose you. No clue what he thinks he's got. My life's pretty uneventful: work, gaming, chilling with friends. The wildest thing in my phone is a photo of my botched attempt at homemade pizza. My apartment complex banned him from the property. Grandmother Luna is staying with Lucia because he keeps showing up at her house at odd hours. The family's installing security cameras. I'll update after court next week. For now, I'm documenting everything and watching him bury himself deeper with every desperate move. Final update. After court, the court date was yesterday, but let me catch you up on the insanity of the past week. Tate's explosive evidence against me? He tried to deliver in the most ridiculous way. Last Thursday, he made a new Instagram account and posted old family photos with unhinged captions. Look at the laptop I built him. He'd be nobody without me. And here's your perfect nephew passed out at a party 7 years ago. His big reveal. A photo of me napping on a couch at my cousin's 21st birthday party. Earth-shattering. But then he crossed a line. He showed up drunk at my grandmother Luna's church during Sunday service, shouting that she betrayed him. When the pastor tried to intervene, Tate pushed him and knocked over a donation box. Someone recorded it, him yelling, "You want to talk about stealing? Ask Luna about her hidden money. Ask Aaron why he lives like a pauper when he's got cash to lend. They're all liars." Police were called. Again, they held him for 24 hours for disorderly conduct. He missed his new gas station job and, unsurprisingly, got fired. Court day came. I arrived early with my evidence folder. Tate showed up 20 minutes late in a comically oversized borrowed suit. The second he saw me in the waiting area, he started, "There's the golden boy, happy now? You ruined my life over a trip." Security had to step in. His ex-wife, Gloria, there to support me, just sighed. Typical Tate, always the victim, never the problem. In court, Tate's defense was something. He claimed the Dubai trip was a networking opportunity, and that I was sabotaging him out of envy. When the judge asked about his poor fool text and posts bragging about the scam, he said, "It was a joke, Aaron gets my humor." The judge wasn't impressed, especially when Tate interrupted to argue that family loans aren't real loans and nephew money isn't real money. His voice got louder until the judge warned him about contempt. Then he lost it. "This is a conspiracy. They're all against me. Aaron turned my family against me because he's jealous of my lifestyle. He lives in a dump and drives a junk car while the judge stopped him. Judgment in my favor for the full amount plus court costs." Tate stormed out, kicking a trash can and tripping the metal detector. But here's the kicker. At 4 a.m. this morning, I got voicemails. Tate sobbing in his car. "I'm really evicted now. Everything's in my car. Nobody's answering me. You won, okay? You happy? You made your point." At 6 a.m., "Remember when you were 12 and your bike got stolen? I got you a new one. I was always there for you. This is how you repay me." At 8 a.m., "I'm outside your favorite coffee shop. Just talk to me. I'll sign anything. I'll make payments. Just stop turning the family against me." Aunt Lucia called. He's been driving to everyone's houses, crying in their driveways. Grandmother Luna's had enough. She called a mandatory family meeting for Saturday, Tate included. Her group text. This ends now. Tate admits everything and commits to change, or he's cut off for good. No more chances. Aaron will bring a repayment agreement. Tate signs it and follows through, or he loses his family. His call. Tate's response. A screaming voice message about us enslaving him, followed 5 minutes later by a text saying he'll show up. He's still blowing up my phone with apologies and threats. Classic Tate, but nobody's buying it anymore. I'll post one final update after the family meeting. Either Tate signs the agreement and starts making things right, or he loses his last support network. His choice.